ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the AFR Tier 1 Championship. We are coming to you from Germany this weekend. As usual, I'm Kuno Zero, and Sea Carrot, unfortunately, isn't here at the moment. Not sure if he's going to pop in later, but until then, I will be flying solo once again. So, status update for you for this race. It is a wet qualifying, but it will be a dry race. So it'll be interesting to see how our drivers set up their times in preparation, because obviously they'll have to qualify on the wet tyre, or possibly the instant if it lets up. As far as I'm aware, it won't be. I think it'll be wet for the entire qualification session. So yeah, it'll be an interesting qualifying session for us to watch, and we'll see how that shakes up the grid as per the usual. Alright, so we're just on board with Matzoid here as he comes off his outlap. Okay, so we've had a pretty good season so far. Obviously you've got your strong drivers, for example Revo and Pacey doing great work at the front of the grid. Seb obviously doing some really good battling with his teammate up there as well. And then we've got a good, nice, strong midfield as we watch. We've seen some really good battles in the midfield, actually, which has been really good to watch. So hopefully we see more of that today. But we won't know until, of course, we get the race kicked off. Man, I'm seeing a lot of yellow flags at the moment here. Must be people getting used to the wet conditions. All right, so the fastest lap gets set by Revo, 1:25.1. Rules goes past with a 1:26.4. A bit of a gap there. So Twitch chat, what are your predictions here? Having a look, we have a 15 driver grid. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is going to take it? Seb, you reckon? All right. See how we go. All right, so Potsy is one of our new drivers, and he just crossed with a 1:25.9. Not bad. Matzoid crosses the line with a 1:25.98. Bandcamp comes across with a 1:25.2, so he pushes Potsy down. Maggie Payne as well, 1:25.8. And Greeny sets the fastest lap so far with a 1:25.1. Some great lap times out here. Thinking the McLaren one, a McLaren 1-2. Who are the two McLaren drivers? Apollo Pepsi and Nut. Oh yeah. Something tells me that it's not going to happen. Let's jump on board with. Let's have a look at the new addition to the Tier 1 Championship. Driving for Haas, which means Combined finally has a teammate. Seb drives past with a 1:24.8. Puts him right at the front. I don't see his teammate either. It looks like Pacey is... Excuse me. Looks like Pacey's not competing today. Ooh. Okay, so we'll be seeing another Seb Revo fight at the front, as we can start to see the grip track forming. All the water getting parted off the track. Alright, so Potsy coming through the second sector now. There is, man. There's a crazy amount. It's really wet out there. Revo goes past with a 1:24.6. Beating Seb by 0.2. Making him push down the grid. Greeny goes into the pits. A ton Absolute ton of yellow flags at the moment. Potter goes into the pit as well. Let's jump on board with Nut as he's on his outlap. Oof, going out really wide there. Into straight. Let's jump on board and see what we get. So, flat out in 7th as they come to that first corner. Got to slow down. Oh, there it goes into the wall, and that is his qualification. Done. Man, I really have to stop picking cameras like this. This is starting to get way too much to be a coincidence. Oh, nut. That is unfortunate. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Okay, well, let's we'll jump on board with Greenie then. Let's God damn it. Okay. Still an easy McLaren 1-2. No worries. Okay. So Greenie just warming up the tyres as much as he can. See if he can get some grip into them. There's a problem with wets if it's, I mean, like, it is absolutely hopeless unless you have them in the right spec. Everyone has set a time so far. Lotus the slowest, being 1:27.1, so he'll have to try and improve that as much as he can. So the Toro Rosso and the Red Bulls down there, 1:25.8, 1:25.9 respectively. Let's jump on board with Greenie as he sets his flying lap right now. Down through the gears, keeping the traction. Got to be careful of those curves, as we saw with Nut as it flung him straight into the wall. Coming down, trying to keep the car as much as he can onto that grip part of the track. Now through the gears, coming up to 300 kilometers an hour as they move into the tight hairpin-esque corner. Precursor to the Parabolica. Down through the gears, holding it, keeping it easy. Trying not to spin. Power up. Punching hard, fast right turn, down through the gears, to the left, coming up to the back section now. You can see that it is really, really wet out there, so obviously it's going to be quite a wrestle with these cars for the drivers. Oh, fighting it a little bit there, but he manages to keep a hold. Combine has left the session. He'll stay with a 1:25.5. You can just see how much Greenie's having to fight the car. It comes around 1:21 on the clock there. What does it cross? Cross the line with a 1:24.7, which manages to put him into second. Matt Zoid comes across there with a 1:24.73. Which gives him second position right behind Revo. Let's jump on board now with the current pole setup as he's finishing his outlap. So we have 7.5 minutes now of qualifying left. Some of you asking if the track is speeding up. Possibly. But I'm not sure. We'll have a look. Let's see what Revo can set. Holding the car steady. 6th gear as he goes through that first corner. Signs of a confident driver. Oh wow, keeping it really low revs on that 4th. Obviously to try and fight the traction loss, but it did kick out there just a little. Matt, he's going to do a very fast lap now, definitely not crash. If he does, it's your fault. Not mine. I'm sick and tired of getting blamed for everything. Oh God, he's really fighting it. I don't think... I don't know if the speed's going to be there, but anyway, we'll have a look. Yeah, look at the water pull up right on the track there. That is insane. That is so wet. And you definitely don't want to be on the green sections of the outside of the track because they're just absolutely slippery as he goes. 1 foot into the gravel. He manages to keep it straight. What are we at right now? 1:13 as he comes into the last part of the sector. And I just don't see that being a fast lap. There's something not going to be a fast lap there, so we'll probably set it on this one now. Let's see, will he go faster? Look as he comes in. God, having to take it so easy. Look at how much water there is on the track. Oh, and it still kicks out. But he is up on his time by 700ths. Into the sharp turn, taking it easy on the throttle and quick shifting. You can see the car trying to bounce all over the track right now as he comes into those fast sections. There's just so much water, possibly so little downforce. Downshift hard. Doesn't get put in the gravel this time. It's a lot better. How much will it improve? Jacob, you bloody Mazero's higher than Revo. That's fair, but yeah, probably doesn't do 200 kilometers an hour in the rain. 21. Come across the line. What are we going to see? Is it faster? Yes, it is. It's a 1:24.1. So he beats his previous time by 4/10. Which is pretty impressive. I mean, judging by the amount of short shifts he was doing, you wouldn't think he'd be going faster, but he did. Well done from him. So Revo's still on pole with a 1:24.1. Matt Zoid in second position with a 1:24.7. And Greeny behind him with a 1:24.79. That is fantastic. We are seeing some really good driving here from these guys. Let's try and jump on. We'll go down there with Wahid as he's out on his outlap. Sector 1, Sector 2 yellow flags. We've seen a lot of these. Six-tenths up and the gap is surely going to close. Yeah, rain qualifying always throws a wrench in the works. I mean, the crazy bit is you've obviously got some drivers that are better in the wet as compared to the dry. And then obviously they're going to have track position in their favour when they go into the dry race. But, I mean, if I had to guess, you're going to see the front runners as per usual. I am really interested to see how Potsy, who seems to be the only new driver in that grid, I'm really keen to see how he handles himself in Tier 1. I think he'll do pretty good. Judging by his F2 performance, he was pretty out there. It was good. Matt Zoid is coming out now on the inters. So we'll see how he does on them. I don't know if the track's dried up enough to do inters, but we'll see how we go. Okay, Wahid is my hero. Oh, Gus, don't come on! Scared for a second then. Okay, so Wahid is now on his flying lap. Let's see how well he can push. These cars taking it really, really slow through that first section. But he is up on his time by 700ths. Late on the brakes there, and that puts him straight off, so that's going to be a bin lap. Went in trying to save that one. Who else is on an outlap? Seb is on an outlap up there. Let's jump on board with him and see how he goes. Obviously, he being the prime contender to try and fight Revo this weekend. So, Seb coming up on that back section now. Let's jump on board with him and see how well he does. Gus Rules retires from the session, so a 1:24.9 will be his final time. Okay, so using a ton of curve there on that first corner. Potty retires, so he'll be happy with a 1:25.0, which puts him in 10th currently. With a little bit of better exit outside of that corner than Revo did. We'll see how much it does. 3:10, he's up on his time. That pace still not going to be enough to get Revo off pole though. Down through the gears as he comes into the hairpin turn. The trick, of course, is not to get sideways because that'll cost you way too much time. Sector 2 now. Will be fair on the time. Up 7/10. So right now, at this pace, he'll be pretty much even with Revo. Oh, is that a sea carrot I hear?
That is.
Hey,
it's a sea carrot who got completely bamboozled by daylight savings.
My man. Nice to have you with us. Just as Seb's going to come across the line. Will it be? Yes, it is. It's a pole. It's a 1:23.9. So he manages to bring it right under the 1:24s. So 2 minutes left on the time as Revo's coming around. What will his time be? 1:23.7. So Revo takes bowlers back. So right now, as it stands, Revo is your pole sitter with 7 in second, Greeny in third, and Wahid in the Toro Rosso in fourth. Shining in the rain. Oh, man. Okay. You haven't really missed anything, Sea Carrot, except for the fact that our viewers on Twitch predicted a McLaren 1-2, and then immediately after I switched to nuts for Cam, he punted into a wall. So
a McLaren 1-2. Wow, that's adventurous. Have we got a fully wet race or just a quali?
No, it is a wet qualifying with a dry race. So as we can see here are the final standings. Revo is your pole sitter with Mutant in second in the Mercedes, Greeny in the Renault in third, and Wahid is fourth in the Toro Rosso, which is a great result for him. And we'll see how this shuffled up grid, as per usual, will follow through into the race.
Well, I'm not seeing anything too untoward. Oh, it's nice to see Greeny up there, though.
That's what I mean. Greeny and Wahid. Wahid's usually not so high up in the qualifying, but he managed to get it. So wet warriors, these guys.
Yeah, he's a quality wet racer. I've seen that before. Hopefully it translates.
Alright, so now we're just waiting for everybody to ready up. So, Sea Carrot, what are your predictions? What do you think is going to happen for tonight?
I love this track, I really do. It's hard to look past the usual subjects, but I'm hoping we get a surprise. You know, I say that every week, but I really do. Be nice to see where he'd go forward and not backwards. Similar story for Greeny. Revo and Seb are always going to battle it out, though. No Pacey tonight, so that throws something into the mix as well. There's an opportunity for a third step on the podium.
Yeah, indeed. We will have to see how it all comes
Don't
together.
think I'll quite be as bold to say a McLaren 1-2, but look, if it happens, I wouldn't be displeased.
We'll find out sooner or later. We may... T-Mac made a good point. Lotus has left the session, so there may be a restart here. and all the players aren't loading in properly. So I'm not sure
Certainly taking its
what's
time.
going on there.
It's definitely taking a little bit longer than it should.
Quietest track I've ever seen.
It's the calm before the storm, no doubt about that. Calm before the chaos. How'd our new guy Potsy
The
go?
last has joined. Let me just have a quick. Sorry, what was that?
How's our new fellow Potsy going?
Yeah, well, he in the F2 race he actually did really, really well, and then in that qualifying, he did punch a good time at the start, but then he ended up retiring quite early. So I think he's got good talent, but whether or not he'll be able to compare with some of our front runners, it's a different.
Okay, certainly one to watch.
So, yeah, definitely. Might just have to bear with me, guys. Let's go to try and see if. No. Definitely seems to be an issue with the guys. Might try and get an update.
I'll just jump down and listen to comms for a second and see if I can hear what's going on real quick.
No worries. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, wait, here we go. Session starts in 24 seconds. There we go. Okay, it's a little bit better.
Yeah, so it looks like Lotus is driving the invisible Batmobile at the moment. It's not loading in, so...
Okay, so he's in the race, but he's not in the race?
Apparently he was there, but the car wouldn't load in, so... We might have found a new glitch, but...
Okay. Well, it looks like they're off on their formation lap, so yeah, as it stands, it looks like...
They still seem to be in discussion, but I'm pretty sure they're going to restart it.
Yeah, Revo just left, so did Wahid, so it looks like we are restarting the lobby. So we'll just have to bear with us while we get settled. So I'm just going to have to switch. Whew. God, if only Codemasters could make an F1 game that just worked, eh?
Ooh.
That'd be nice. God, F1 2020, that might be our year, man.
Grazie ragazzi, we say that every year, my friend.
Yeah. Alright, so let's have a cool jump on. Let's see if I should be able to jump straight in. Yes, indeed. Let's spectate. And what I will do is use the quiet lull just to go see a man about a horse.
No worries. Right, back again. So, looks like
everybody start float in. So we should be okay soon.
Sitting on a pretty lobby screen at the moment.
Mm-hmm. We have an extra person. 18, 17, so there'd be 16 drivers. So who's the extra person? Ah,
You're pretty
CRX.
quiet. Kunai, I can't really hear you, mate.
Am I?
It's like you're standing a good 30 foot away whispering.
Alright, that's weird. Let me check what's going on.
I can hear you, someone else talking. That's strange.
What the hell's that about? Do I sound better yet?
Not quite.
No, okay.
Still soft.
What is going on with that? Alright. Is that any better?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, you're super quiet. I haven't touched anything on my end, so I think it's me.
Super quiet. Okay, that's weird. So the stream is saying that my voice is okay, but you can't hear me. Is that right?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's absolutely barely.
Oh, wait a minute. I know what's going on here. Let's have a look. That. Huh. No, my input volume's all the way up. I'm not sure, man.
You know, obviously something you touched when you went to feed the old horse and come back.
Oh, so I was okay until I came back. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you're fine until you came back.
Oh, what the hell? Nah. Damn it. What the fuck's going on? I'm not sure. I have no idea. Alright, well, I'm just going to have to deal with that because I'm not sure.
Even putting your user volume on 200% hasn't really changed anything, unfortunately.
Is that any better?
Nope.
God damn it. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to have to deal with that because I'm not sure what's going on there. Alright, so we finally have everybody ready to go. Jump on board with broadcast. Not sure what's going on with that microphone.
Turn it off and on again. Unplug it. Throw it back in. I don't know.
It's plugged and unplugged, so.
Strange.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to have a look at it. But right now I'm just waiting for everyone to load in, so.
You can amplify your voice up on stream end so everyone can hear you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Everyone on the stream reckons that it's okay.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm a little confused.
I said one is loud and one is soft, but I was just assuming you were the soft one.
Maybe. We can hear Kunai fine.
Okay.
What?
Oh, well, I'm loud.
C
Okay.
character's loud. Alright, whatever. C character's deaf. That's what I'm going to say.
Let's roll with that.
I'll have to.
Maybe turn me down again.
I'll have to figure out what's going on. after the fact, because obviously we are getting ready for the race now. So everyone seems to be in and everyone seems to be loaded. Lotus is definitely in the grid now. And we've got CRX as a late join, but late is better than never. As everyone's going around on their formation lap. Okay. So we should be in for a pretty decent race, I think. Matt's changed his mind. CRX first. McLaren 2-3. Okay. Bold prediction. I think C Carrot might be just adjusting his mic or his headset. What's up?
Okay.
Alright, so a couple of people got DQ'd, obviously. Parked on the grid. Alright, so everyone up finishing their formation lap. So now it's going to all kick off very, very soon. Just waiting for everybody to line up. Here we go. Engines revving, waiting for the lights. 3, 4, 5. And we're off. Lights are up. And away we go as everybody moves up to that first turn. It seems pretty clean so far. Revo gets away and Seb funnels in right behind. And it looks pretty clean from where I'm standing. So we should have a clean first sector. Revo makes a quick getaway. Seb trying to chase up behind. Wahid and Polo sitting right behind, which means Greeny lost a couple of spots there. Pushes down to 5th. So let's have a quick snapshot of the grid. The majority of drivers starting on the medium compound, but some starting on the hard. So it will be a test of endurance and whose strategy will pay off better. Comes up onto this back sector now. Looks like we've got a pretty good race grid so far. A little bit of a battle happening back there in 11th. As Revo comes around the final corner to finish off our first lap. And we'll see him set the fastest time, of course, with a 1:19.8. Here we go as the intervals start following in. We'll start seeing who's closest. So right now it looks like Potsy's trying to make a move. At the back there, 0.3 behind Bull and Rocky. And I don't know where Sea Carrot's gone.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Oh, yeah, okay.
I was just trying to get that mic on. Hear you a little bit better now, so I think quit Discord and try it again. Here we are.
No worries. Okay, so looks like Gus Rules just made a move up there on Major Payne. Takes 6, but Major Payne's also switching back and forth. Let's have a look at that. Oh, they're in each other's car at the moment. God, I really hope we don't get another lag happening again. See everybody funneling in. Bandcamp trying to make a move up on Matzoid, and he does successfully, but looks like Matzoid's right up on the inside now. So how's that going to work? God, and we see Potsy right at the back of that Red Bull as well. He goes up on the inside, and he takes it. What a great move from the newcomer. And he sets himself up for the inside of the next corner as well. Oh, and there's a Ferrari spun there. Looks like Gus.
Oh,
yes, it is. And now there's tons of people
sliding.
Lotus goes off the track. Oh, really unfortunate, not sure. And they both, oh my god, they're side by side into the pits. Combined YouTuber gets a 3-second time penalty. So this is quite unfortunate for these two. Flyboy had to go in as well to replace his front wing. Oh, that is nuts. So lap 3 is where all the chaos... Oh, sorry, lap 2 was where the chaos started.
Well, that's certainly lucky to have that incident right outside pit lane.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, so Greeny takes the position away from Apollo and puts him up to 4th. CRX manages to come up to 12th as we have 2 people still in the pit lane. So Revo's got himself a nice lead. 3 seconds the gap between him and Seb. Wahid is right on Seb's tail with 0.8. So he's in DRS contention, and of course it is lap 3, so DRS will be activated. And Apollo's right up the back of Greeny as well. Wants his position back. Seb has left the session. That is probably the earliest quit I've ever seen from him. So I'm sure he'll have an easy chance to get back in. And looks like Combines glitched out again. It's saying 1 lap for the interval for him.
Oh, it's all gone flawlessly tonight.
Oh, it's gone fantastic. Good old Germany. So we're still stopping by. If we have a look, Bandcamp's coming off on the back of Major Pay now. Really close. 0.1 the gap. CRX at the back there taking over from Nut. So will Bandcamp be able to take away Major Payne? He goes up on the outside there. Great camera angle broadcast, but no worries. And yes, he does. As they come into that hairpin, Bandcamp does take 6th. And Wahid takes over Seb at the front. So Seb's AI letting him down. Bandcamp makes away with it. Looks like Greeny's getting right up close to Seb as well. So that AI is really, really slow. So it's unfortunate for him. But hopefully he'll jump back on soon.
Pace, he's gone. He'll be outside the top 10 in no time. But have it all to do. We'd love to see some overtakes.
Right, so Greeny getting closer and closer to the back of that Toro Rosso of Wahid. Will he be able to make a move on him as they come up onto the straight? Coming into that DRS zone, the wing is open. .3 the gap between those drivers. Ooh, he's coming up onto that. Will he go for a late break? No, he stays right behind. Playing the safe game. Oh, here we go in the DRS zone, right up on the outside, which will put him on the inside of the hairpin. But sometimes that isn't the best place to go. No, but he manages to get it right around. So that's going to be 2nd for Greeny as Wahid has to file in line. Not a bad move from the Renault driver. Bandcamp overtakes Seb in the back there. God, that AI is losing so many positions.
Oh, he's shocking this week, isn't he? He's usually a bit more competitive than this, but...
yes, indeed. Well, all right.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Well, for now, let's go into down to 10th position where we've got Matt Zoid and Potsy.
Seb's jumped back in.
Excellent. So hopefully he'll be able to get those positions. So from 6th to 11th, everyone is within 1 second of each other. So this might be quite an interesting train to watch.
Just got one eye on the newbie watch. Keen to see how he goes. Ooh, a little bit unstuck there.
And somehow, Seb on my screen has managed to... Everyone else is seeing this, right?
He's 1.5 minutes up on Revo, apparently. Yeah, that's...
what is happening? Okay.
Yikes. AI was doing a better job than we thought.
Yeah, the AI was apparently in warp speed. Alright, so Combine takes the position from Matt Zoid.
And with it...
Someone looks like Major Payne and Bull and Rocky have a collision. They're both still in the race, so nobody's got terminal damage. And CRX coming up on the back there. Put both of them into the wall.
4 went into 1 then, and 2 had to give.
Unlucky there, but luckily still in the race. So don't see any crazy damage on Major Payne's car. It seems like he's still got all his parts.
We might see a steward's inquiry into old Seb taking the lead. I have a feeling.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure out what's going on there. Revo's probably losing his mind right now.
He's dropped down to only a minute interval though, but still on track. So
Well, Seb's going to have to pit, and I feel like once he pits, it's going to fix. So, I don't know. See how it goes.
Well, that's what we can hope.
But, yeah. Okay, so quick snapshot of the intervals. Pretty tight racing here between 3rd and 6th. Kamara trying to close up the gap between him and his teammate. So, just as art mimics real life, looks like the two Haas drivers are going to fight.
And as we know at Haas, team orders aren't a thing. It's go for it. Wheel to wheel, literally.
All right, so Bandcamp coming on the back of Apollo Pepsi there, but no, he is out, so he must have tried something. And it's pushed him right off the track, and now he's going to lose about 4 positions down into 9th. Oh, he's jumping on 2! But it's not on the wall, is it? No. He's still on. And that's what sucks when you rejoin the track. You've got so much debris on the tyres that if you're not careful with your launch, it just ends up spinning you straight away. So Band all the way down to 12th now. He must have tried to get a position grab on Apollo. I jumped in way Shaker, stop switching to people. If I don't switch to people, how are we supposed to watch the race?
I'm putting that one on the cameraman. We had nothing to do with it. The heat's gone around not too bad, although he's missing an end plate. That might be the reason for his speed deficit.
Alright, so let's jump on board with Wahid. 0.2 behind Greeny, so he's going to try and make a fight for his position back. As Revo is now 1 minute. What is going on? Okay. Matoid taking the position there, and Combined and Matoid fighting pretty close. Let's have a look. God, they're still side by side almost.
Ooh.
It's a good drive from Combined up into 7th. Oh, but he goes way too far out. So Matoid's going to try and make the fight there. But Combined is doing a really good job to hold on to it as they come onto that back section. So Matoid's going to have to take that wide arc. Oh, but it's just enough to get in front. And he's going to be on the inside. So he holds on. Great job there. Even on the hard compound. Manages to get the traction enough.
Don't think we've seen the end of this.
God, what a great fight there. So, actually, that is quite interesting. Let's jump on with Seb. Where does it say he is? Between Apollo and Potsy. Okay, no worries. And, of course, Revo.
Well, his steering wheel is definitely saying he's in P1, so... But on track, yeah, he looks like he should be around about...
6th.
Yeah, okay.
So Wahid still getting ever closer to the back of Greeny there, doing a really good job to hold on. CRX and Bull and Rocky right at the back there, fighting side by side as they come out of the hairpin. And they are literally wheel to wheel right now. CRX might have to give way. Oh, he takes a little bit of the grass out with him and he's into the wall. Not major damage,
no.
but it has broken the end plate and possibly is part of the wing.
Yeah, he's lost a big chunk of that wing. That's sad.
Oh, he has lost the entire back section of that wing too, so... Jesus!
Not an easy track to get around without half a wing.
Now that is... Oh, and Seb's left again.
Oh, no.
Hack's too powerful. And he sets the fastest. Oh, what is happening?
Oh, right.
All right,
Seb in the FIA pocket tonight.
So unfortunate for CRX there. Tried to go wheel to wheel, but unfortunately had to clip the inside and end up getting forced off the track. So that is unfortunate. All right, so on board with the new comer, Potsy. He's coming up onto the back of the McLaren of Apollo. As Apollo is in Seb's AI right now. Flyboy at the back, getting the position, and CRX has to pit to fix that wing. Great corner take there.
Ooh.
Starting to see some rubber banding happening.
Yeah.
Not a good sign. 0.2 now the gap between the Haas driver and the McLaren. God, he's right on the back of his tail. Doesn't want to let up. This is good. This is what you want to see. Gus taking up that position in the back from Lotus. Right, so Haas coming up onto that DRS zone now. How much is he going to affect? We'll have a look.
Far out, he's getting blue flags for Seb behind him.
Yeah, oh, did he? God, I hope he doesn't get penalised for this, because we did see this in there. We saw a similar thing happen to Wahid, I think it was, in the F2, because someone had crashed out on the main straight, and they ended up getting a 20-second penalty for disregarding something, which was just so silly. Wahid takes the position from Greeny at the front there. This Combine's trying to come up onto the side of Matzoid, and he does! Both of them having to go quite wide. Oh, and Combine's had to pull back. Alright, so Seb joins once again. Will it fix his position? Doesn't look like it.
Seb might take a forced old pit to check it.
So Greeny now on the back foot in the DRS range. Will he be able to close up the gap to Wahid? Hockenheim, a very fast track in the first sections.
Seb's officially back in the car and hasn't rejigged it yet. So, Brand Pit, so I think.
Major Pain and CRX getting 3-second time penalties.
Band's on the hunt, quickly coming up on Bull and Rocky.
And his teammates doing the exact same to the Toro Rosso. Not quite getting the speed that he wants though. Wahid putting a bit of distance there, 0.5 the gap now. CRX ended up going on the soft compound.
It's a bold move this early, but he's obviously
trying to gain positions, I guess.
Hope for a safety car. So I'll be hoping for a while, but no. Right up on Lotus, he's got a good chance for a move here. Especially through this DRS, he should take this with ease.
Here we go, right up on the outside as he comes into the inside of the hairpin. And he makes the move and he wins it. Oh, but it's a nice little tight little turn. It's probably going to force Lotus out onto the out. No, he's right up behind. So a good job there by CRX to take 14th.
Potsy's going to be right up on Apollo coming into this DRS zone.
As Bandcamp tries to do the same to Bull and Rocky.
Goes down the inside of Apollo. I don't think he's going to get it there. Maybe with the switchback.
No, he's going to have to fall in line. 0.2 the gap from there. Bandcamp manages to take that position from Bull and Rocky. Oh, it's a back and forth.
Oh, Band's forced out wide a little bit there. Have to leave it a space. He's going for it down the inside. He's going for it
inside thing, and he does it as well. Keeps it on the track, so now he's in 10th. But that Alpha is right up the back of him still. But it is a good move.
Oh, it's a beautiful move.
He must emulate the... Oh, he's gone. Bull and Rocky went a little bit wide there. Managed to get some drift happening onto the gravel. Keeps it straight, though.
Dirty air caught him out a little bit as Wahid picks up a 3-second penalty for corner cutting.
So, a random person just joined it. Whatever. Oh, there we go. Thanks,
an OOR player. Okay, no worries. Suss us out. As Potsy's goes up on the outside of Polo. Here we go. Should get it done this time.
That's it. Good job by the Haas driver there. They're still side by side as they come down into that hairpin. Locks up on the Haas. Oh, look at Seb trying to come up on the back as well. God, blue flags will be flying as well. That's going to be annoying. Apollo Pepsi goes up on the outside. Oh, does he take the position back? Yes, he does.
Wow.
Oh, great drive by the McLaren.
That's something.
Oh, God, but he goes out wide there. So Potsy takes the advantage.
Neither of them want to keep this position at the moment. Oh, as Seb comes through and puts an obstacle in.
Seb manages to split him. Now that is
So
Seb driving, yes it is.
Yes, Seb's in 6th place then, technically now. 'Cause that
And
should be
Wahid
full position.
goes into the pits, so... Oh no! Potsy gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring the blue flag, but he won't have to worry because we will reverse that.
Yeah.
Or at least
That's
I should
a
say
yoke.
that the stewards will reverse that.
That's a yoke, that one. Hopefully it doesn't keep stacking them up though and he gets a qualification or something.
I think Seb just overtook Potsy there.
Yep. Didn't have to worry about that then.
Matzoid right up on the back of this McLaren, and the McLaren doing the exact same thing to the Haas. So we'll see how this all pans out over the course of the next couple of laps. So that first section of the grid, all the way down to 10th, is still on their first pit stop.
Wahid hoping for the powerful undercut. May work with these guys fighting. As Revo jumps in the pit.
So hopefully it'll fix everything up for him once Seb goes in.
Throws on the hards to go to the end. Greeny follows suit.
Up 16 to 34. Still a little more than halfway to go. Really close gaps from these guys up in front here. Minto trying really hard to get to the back of that McLaren. Potsy's putting some decent time in though. Major Payne coming right up onto the back of Combined there. Still on the back of him. Is he going to try and go on the inside? Woo! He did get in front, but now the Haas driver's on the outside. No, there's contact, but nobody seems to push out. So, luckily, both still on the track.
That's a bold move, that one.
That was indeed. That was close.
Dropped it right back, probably outside the second. It's DRS close.
Potsy goes into pit, which will mean Apollo and Matzoid will go past, so will Major Payne and Combined. And will we be able to see Matzoid catch up to the McLaren?
Oh, was Potsy stuck in pit lane? He's serving his 5 seconds. That'll be a tough one to rectify if it comes out in traffic, but we've got a yellow flag.
We've got a yellow flag in Sector 3 right now, as Matzoid goes right up on the outside, but he won't be able to take the position so far. Will he get a better exit? Not quite. Manages to get pretty much the same. He's getting closer and closer though. 0.2 the gap. Just waiting for Apollo to make a slight move.
Not easy to follow through this sector. Doing well to stay close.
That, and you've got to take into account the dirty air as well. Some of these high speed corners can't be too beneficial following so close. And they've both still got a pit as well, so that's going to have to come into it. Ball and Rocky with a 3-second time penalty at the back. Alright, so the DRS zone again. How much more? Can he close it? Having to back off a little bit not to get into an accident. Apollo gets a 3-second time penalty. So that gives Matzo a little bit of an advantage as they come into the pits. Oh, he's right up this side. And he takes the position as well. Good job there from the Red Bull driver. And it forces McLaren down in the 4th.
Apollo has DRS straight back at him though. Probably going to force the issue up the inside.
Here we go, right up on the inside, into broadcast cam. Will he be able to get the corner? They both slow down. He takes the short, and it's going to pay off, but looks like the Red Bull have a better... Oh, Matzoid gets a 3-second time, so that's just balanced them both out. But good drive from the McLaren there to take it back. So a quick snapshot of all the intervals now. The closest battle is the one you're watching so far. Between the Red Bull and the McLaren driver, it looks like Wahid is getting closer and closer to Greeny in the Renault. And CRX going into the pit again, because obviously his softs would have been bored out by now.
Yeah, unfortunately couldn't quite penetrate into the field with them.
Both Apollo and Matt are going into the pit. So, jump on board with Wahid, who's trying to get the position from Greeny.
So we're looking to run soft mediums to the end. Him in Apollo.
Gus Rules at the back, getting closer to his teammate. Different compounds as Flyboy goes into the pit, so Gus takes that position away. Oh, and just noticed that Wahid is driving without an end plate.
Yeah, I think that happened a fair while ago, a good 10 laps ago, and that's sort of been hurting him as he gets close to Greeny. He just starts to understeer a bit and pull back. It's left him in the lurch a little. Seb in the pit, will it fix our nonsense? Probably not. Looking at it.
Let's jump on board with him in the pits. As he exits, will it go? No. Still says that he's in front. God. What is going on with that?
This is going to be fun for the stewards to work out. We're going to need some big brain energy.
It's going to be really, really weird. It's going to be really, really weird to calculate.
Flies past Nut. Probably getting blue flag. Thought better fight. But as it stands, Revo's a good almost 25 seconds up on second place. Should be. And Seb, in terms of track position, I think he still should be down at about that 5th place.
Oh, Major Payne and Bandcamp fighting now, wheel to wheel. He forces Major Payne right off the track there. But he is on the faster compound and they are fresher. Oh God, he's gone wide himself.
I believe Seb's still behind Wahid. So I think he's 5th track. As it says, Apollo and Matt have been lapped for some reason. Anyway, might just be script.
So as they come into the DRS zone. Oh God, it's a bit of lag there, but Major Payne's still in the back. Let's see where he's going to end up. Is he going to try and go for a late break on the inside? It's not going to work. Bandcamp doing some good defending there, but as they come into that second DRS zone, ooh, Major Payne's right up on the side there, but it's going to force him onto the outside. Bandcamp probably knows this. Will he be able to go up on the inside? No, he'll fall straight in line. That's okay. Only 0.6 behind though, so nothing he can't do.
Biding his time. He does have a serious grip disadvantage though. Payne.
We've got a little bit of lag there. We can see that Major Payne's car is glitching forward.
Honda CRX picks up the 3 second for his troubles.
CRX is trying to catch up to Lotus there in the back. Side by side as they come into the hairpin. And there it is, but will Lotus, looks like Lotus has got a speed advantage coming out of there. Potsy gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Oh God, they're so close! Oh no, Greeny now gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring the blue flag. And now it looks like the CRX is putting the distance now between him and Lotus. Jump back up to Wahid here in 4th. So what specifically is going on here? Seb has made his way in front of Greeny now.
So I think Seb is 3rd on track right now. So
no, he'd be 2nd on track, correct? Because
yeah,
Greeny was
so
Seb's in the position he's meant to be in.
Yeah.
But it has caused some penalty issues. But as of right now, I mean, I guess you could just reduce the ending times, but the sit-in penalty that Potsy had to do is going to be a real kicker.
Yeah, that's a hard one to wipe off too, because it puts you out in traffic more than anything. It's more follow-on time you lose.
Yes, indeed. Wahid going around Lotus there, it looks like. Yes, indeed. She's trying to catch up to Greeny. So close to Greeny there, but he lost a little bit of time as Major Payne gets past Potsy there in the middle. So Major Payne getting some really good traction happening with those fresh tyres, but will they be able to carry him to the end? Because we do know that the mediums tend to cliff off real easy.
Yeah, especially when you push them. 10 more laps. It's doable if they're in a happy place, but they're getting a bit hot. Be close.
Seb just sets the fastest lap, 1:13.8.
So watch Wahid cut a corner and grab a 3 seconds. Naughty, naughty boy.
Trying too hard to get to the back of that Renault.
Yeah, just really struggling without that end plate. Gets too close and just can't get anything to happen. A little bit lame duck. Now Matzoid up the inside of him.
Oh God, there's a late break
steep.
there. God, what a late break.
Yeah, outbroke himself there. Lucky not get turned in on.
Yeah, getting closer and closer to Potsy there in 8th position. Wahid and Matzoid both have the same gap, so it'll be a nice train here from Greeny to Matt. Still have a good 8 laps to go. Blue flag? Oh, right, because Lotus is back there, isn't he?
So we're coming up on Wahid, but Wahid's got DRS as well. So it'll be Greeny, that's the sitting duck coming into that hairpin.
He still has enough space to
just a little bit too far ahead. That makes up great ground. Braking's wow.
So the leader team is chasing the second team. Can Matzoid get ahead of Wahid? Oh, he tries to go up on the inside. Will it work? Oh. I think he's scrubbed off a little bit too much speed there. Oh, he's right up on the back of him though. Red Bull doing really, really well to keep right on the edge.
Tyre advantage is still paying off for him. He's just a lot braver in the braking. Brake just that bit later.
I wish there was a way for me to select specific camera angles because this helicopter one is great. Okay, so Matzoid with the DRS on as Wahid gets 1.5 seconds behind. So he's not going to have the advantage there, but Matzoid will. So will the Red Bull be able to catch the Toro Rosso?
Strong exit there. He's got the momentum. He's got the pace. He's going to fly past.
There it is, right up on the inside, but he's got to try and funnel his way over to the left. But will Wahid try? No. He takes a safe option.
I think that's that one done.
Alright, so as Bandcamp takes the advantage on the Haas driver, but it puts him on the outside, so Haas can have the inside line, but it's who's going to have the better exit speed? Oh, Ben gets hit with a 3-second time penalty for going out wide.
He got pushed out there a little bit, hung out to dry.
Potsy keeps the position, but here's the late break, so will he be able to do it? No. The Haas driver still stays in front.
That's going to be an interesting one. Ben was hung out to dry there a little bit. Didn't leave too much space for no contact, of course, but caused the penalty.
So the closest gap is the one you're watching, 0.4 between the two drivers, the Renault and the Haas. And of course, Band does have the DRS advantage.
Band won't be happy. That's one of the first penalties he's got all season.
Alright, so will he be able to catch him coming up to the hairpin? Let's have a look. Up to 310. Eclipsing 320. He's trying to go. Here it is, right on the inside. The Haas has to give him the space. Will he win the battle? It's probably going to force the Haas driver out, but they've got a pretty good... No, he managed to keep the position, so he's still in 8th.
Got a fantastic
exit. Band goes real fast right up, and now he's going to have the inside corner, but there might be contact as they come close, but not quite. Oh! Are we seeing Bandcamp getting out-defended?
Yes, beautiful driving.
Here we go, wheel to wheel now coming into that corner. Oh, and Band manages to get that, but now the Haas on the inside.
Oh, contact.
Oh, and there's a little bit of drifting there, so the Renault comes out on top. Oh.
Don't think this one's
and he's up on the
Here
inside again. Bandcamp managed to go way too wide, so that keeps the Haas driver, but now he's going to have, and the Haas does get the DRS because he was within the contention as they came into the detection zone.
Band's even.
Oh, Band goes into the pit lane to get out.
Oh,
massive. What's that? Whoa, hold on.
Oh, hey.
Yes, he's getting a little bit cranky.
That was some moving under braking there, I think.
Yeah, there's a little bit cranky there. I think the lag started to hit in, but Band will obviously try and go up on the outside, but it's not the greatest place, but he managed to get quite a decent gap.
I can't tell what's good defending and what's lag spikes.
Yeah, that's true. God, and look at Potsy funneling right in the back there as he's almost in his gearbox.
Wow.
Now they're side by side again. Oh! Look at this driving. Tell you what, for his debut Tier 1 race, you got to give it to this man.
Yeah, he's
Haas driver really giving it to Band, making Band have to pull out all the stops in order to keep the position. They're on the same compound of tyre with the exact same amount of wear. So this is just going to be a back and forth leapfrog game as long as they can keep within DRS contention. Well, he can, because it means Potsy's now in the DRS zone, but he's got no ERS, and that might be the key.
Band doesn't
hold on. Did Combine just go sideways? He did. And he's had to bring that back.
So he got a lot less fuel than Band is showing fuel warning.
God, they're both in the same ERS value. Nothing. As Major Payne gets onto the back of that McLaren, they're in each other! They're in each other! They're riding each other's car!
What on earth?
He was on his car! And Lotus
leaves, as is tradition. Oh, what happened there?
Jeez, he was in his car. Okay. Whew. I think Major Payne gets way further ahead.
Halo showing its value in that instance. Wowza. Dokie. Band's almost edged that out to a second gap. If he can, it might be game over.
It's still within that It's 1 second, so the Haas does have the DRS advantage, but his ERS is shockingly low. Obviously, with such a fast track. So there comes the wing. Oh, but he hasn't activated it. Why not?
Could he have a fault?
Oh,
Sure.
God, that'd suck. All right, so the gap is getting bigger and bigger now. It's starting to extend.
Got to notice there's only 2 laps left as set by a glitch, so it'll probably be a 33 lap race.
So we'll have to see how that pans out, because that will be weird. And Bandcamp's made that gap now 1.5 seconds, so good driving from the Renault. As Apollo gets booted out to 1 second as well. Might just jump on board with Seb and see how it comes across.
Tracks, no threat though. 10 up. Still out of sight of Seb.
So Revo
So
coming across the straight now. So that'd put him on lap 32.
Yeah. It's 49 seconds up. Technically,
Seb's coming at the back section now. As Potsy
Seb's
overtakes
already
the
on
line there,
32. Yeah, so Seb's already on lap 30. So Seb's about to go on to lap 33.
Alright, so as he crosses the line, does it trigger over? Yes, it does. That's interesting.
That means we're on the second last lap, technically.
So we'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, so combined. And his teammate were just fighting at the back there.
No, holding up Potsy a little bit, inviting combined into the battle.
And there's
Ooh,
Nut
and
as
then
well.
Combined gets a massive lag spike backwards. As Nut happened.
So it has to be said, Gus Rules is on 29 lap hards.
Yeah. I don't know how much pace he's getting out of it. In fact, he's still out there. You can see on his front left, it's docking state.
Flyway gets a 3-second time penalty. So I might just jump back on board with Seb as he's coming around that last bit. So does that put him on the last lap?
I think we're about to get a white flag. Yep, he's on lap 34 now.
Okay, so this will be interesting to watch. So Revo is now solidifying the back sector of the track. So he comes up. But it won't be, oh, excuse me, but it won't be the win for him. Obviously that'll have to be checked out by the steward and see what's going on. I think this will be fairly easy to fix just based on track position.
Oh, that's the third time I've watched driver cut that corner just after the home straight. 3 second for it.
Alright, so Revo comes across the line now, but that'll put him into... Yep, that puts him onto the last lap. So Seb will be, at least on the game side of things, the race winner. By 48
This is shades of
Oh
Canada.
no, Flyboy's retired.
Revo taking the #1 placard.
Ooh, Flyboy has crashed somewhere. That's okay. So Seb, oh there he is there. On the straight, he's just crashed right after the first turn. Wait a minute.
Yeah, he's sitting in the middle of the track.
Oh, right,
too.
yeah, everyone's finishing up now, and Revo's the only one that's going to be able to actually do the full set of laps.
What a yoke, people, what a yoke.
Oh, Gus getting a little bit drifty there because he's got no grip left on those tyres. He's also got a blue flag to get out of the way.
May as well be driving on spoons. There's not much left. Oh, pace.
Does he overtake?
Revo comes across the line for the win.
And that's
Good
everyone
drive,
done
Revo.
except Bull and Rocky, who's still making his way at the back there. Oh, what an interesting race. I mean, God, we're going to have to deal with the glitches and stuff, but...
Oh, that's glitchiest race I've seen in a long, long time, but
That's
Revo picks up the win. Well done to him.
Okay, yeah. So Revo is the winner.
As Seb steals his
Seb Steele.
spot.
That's great. Oh, man. Okay. All right, so what an interesting race. A good effort by the new guy, Potsy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Put it to bed.
drove a great race, and yeah, we saw some pretty crazy crashes as well, pretty crazy spins. But really only 2 DNFs, I think it was. Oh no, just 1 DNF. It was Nut that DNF'd in the qualifying session. So your race is... God, look, everyone had time penalties. Except Gus Rules and the top 2 drivers. So Revo, of course, is your winner. Seb will take second, but we will have to see how the stewards calculate all of that. And yeah, what a weird one. I'll
Good
tell you
comeback
that.
race for Matt Zoid. Nice to see him back up on the podium again. It wasn't too.
Yes, it is, and a decent drive by Greenie as well. Okay, so hope you've enjoyed that, even though it was crazy weird. As usual, I'm Kunai Zero. This is C Cara, and we will see you next time.
Cheers, guys.